Be before I didn't understand how psychiatric medications would make such a huge impact on my emotional state. Um, I guess I thought I guess I thought my problems, my depression, my sadness, and my suicidal thoughts, I just was so confused of where this was coming from. Um, uh, even after I had tried some psychiatric drugs and they hadn't worked, I just I just had no faith in them. And I remember I'd sleep all day and I'd go for walks at night. It'd be really hard just to get outside to go for a walk, and I'd be all alone at night. I'd just be praying to God. It's like, just help me to know what to do, and I used to just go for walks at night, and it was just so miserable. And I didn't realize that all I needed to do was get the right pill, and I would be so much better. Um, I wish it didn't take me so long. It took me a long time to get on something that works. Um, uh, I had problems with my brain. I've been punched in the nose really hard. That might have done a little damage to my brain. I got encephalitis when I was living in Korea, and that might have done some damage. So that might have been the cause of some of my depression. Um, but I think part of what it is a lack of education to kids when they're growing up. When you're growing up, you never hear about um, psychiatric illnesses and um, how to deal with them, and you don't hear about how either you or someone you know is going to deal with that. Someone in your family is going to have a psychiatric illness, and is going to need psychotropic drugs. So I was just really ignorant, and I spent a lot of years suffering because I didn't think I needed a drug, or I didn't think the drugs would help. I guess I was just thinking that in order to feel better, I just needed to change my mind, change my beliefs or whatever, change my attitude. But eventually, I tried Zyprexa, and that sort of woke me up. I kind of got a new life, and that was only after a couple of days. That's how powerful that drug is. Um, Before that, I had tried shock therapy because I had tried so many drugs and I just had bad experiences, and I just really getting to the point where I wanted to either get better or die. I didn't want to live the way I was living. But I guess I kept having faith, or maybe it wasn't faith, maybe it was just necessity. Just kept trying and tried Wellbutrin and Zyprexa, and those helped. And that same year, I was able to work, and I'm still on Zyprexa, but I still have lingering agitation and just anger, or not anger, depression. The lithium really was a miracle drug, and so was Zyprexa. Lithium calmed me down. It helped with my anger, my severe anger. I was angry at everything. I was like angry at my wife for moving. Why are you moving? Why are you not moving? Stuff like that. Just severe agitation. Lithium cures that. It calms you down. calms you down. It just makes your brain not be overactive in that part of your emotions. A lot of criminals wouldn't commit their crimes if they were given lithium and helped with lithium to help normalize their brain to have normal reactions to their environment, not be angry at people or whatever. So it's just the lack of education about how good the drugs are for people, how good they are for their souls and for their lives and for the people around them. But what do you learn at school? You learn a lot of other stuff. You learn math. Math doesn't isn't going to help you when you're dealing with mental illness. You learn English. You learn other language. When we learn other languages, but we don't learn about psychiatric illnesses and what we need to do when we're faced with them. And it's really bizarre when you get to my point and you realize that we don't educate in our schools about that, and our parents don't educate us about them. Part of it is because some people don't believe in psychiatric illnesses, and they don't believe in the drugs. Um, but the drugs are there for a reason, and it's because they work. If the drugs didn't work, they wouldn't be there. They wouldn't be making the billions and trillions of dollars they're making. Because what the drugs do is they go and they produce the chemicals that you need, the chemicals that you're lacking, like serotonin, norepinephrine, dopamine, the chemicals that you're lacking. And that's just really sad to me. I mean, I wish I would have been educated. I wish I could do something in the future to help people be educated.